Okay, what's up, everybody? So, this video is about when I got fired from my first English teaching job. And it actually happened last year in 2016. So, how did it happen? When did it start? Well, let me first give you guys a backup history. Last year in 2016, that's right, not so long ago, I was actually still in America. That's right. I went back to Boulder, Colorado, and I was there for about 6 weeks. And that was when I was becoming first familiar with Palfish. And some students, they were like, "Hey, come to China." So I felt intuitive that I'm going to have to move my life to Asia or to Southeast Asia because my future definitely was not in the West, at least for now. So, with that being said, when I got to Hong Kong, I met someone on Facebook. And I want to say thank you to that person, of course, for giving me the opportunity to come. And it didn't work out, but it's okay. So, my point is, when I got to Hong Kong, I had the idea it was going to be very easy to get an English teaching job and that everything was going to be like peaches and cream. Well, I got there, and the jobs were pretty easy to get, but they were in mainland China, not in Hong Kong. I did get accepted to one school in Hong Kong, but they needed my records and I had to pay some money for them to look up some stuff. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And the location was not that great and the pay wasn't all that. So these jobs that were in mainland China were offering good service, good benefits, good pay, but they needed to show proof that I finished my university degree, and I don't have that. So, with that being said, I'm like, okay, well, crap, what am I gonna do? I flew halfway, like all around the world to be here, and my money is in my pocket, and I can't just call somebody to bail me out. I have to deal with this problem right now because this was my decision to move out here. So, what I did, I'll never forget, I posted an article on Facebook, one of the communities in Hong Kong, about swimming lessons because I'm really experienced with teaching swimming lessons. So, for that 1 month I was there, the swimming lessons saved me in so many ways. And to all the parents, thank you so much for allowing me to have that opportunity and supporting me through that period of my life. With that being said, I found it, and at the same time I was in Hong Kong doing the swimming lessons, I was hustling online trying to find some kind of exit, trying to find another solution because I knew that the swimming lessons were not going to be there forever. So what I had to do was go on Craigslist. That's right. I went on Craigslist and I did find a job. So I applied and they answered back the same day. It was an online teaching company from China. And so I did the self demo, like your little interview, your mock teaching class, whatever you want to call those things. It's basically an interview. Are you a good teacher or not? That's it. So I didn't even get to finish the interview. After like 5 minutes, boom. Okay, you're approved. You're a good teacher. I was like, okay, cool. And very friendly. They did a good job with a lot of things. And then the next thing I had to do was train from 3 a.m. in the morning to 5 a.m. And I know that's only 2 hours, but the trainer was actually in Mexico and I'm in Hong Kong. And there were all kinds. One person was in Prague, one person was in the USA, and all kinds of different places. So we had these like weird training sessions at like the crazy hours of the night. And I did it for 4 nights in a row, passed. And then at that time, I already had a ticket to go to Thailand. So when I came here to Thailand, the next day was my first day of this online teaching job. And so I had my new laptop, I had my webcam set up, I was at the hotel. And for the first month, smoked it. I did a really good job. The first week was awesome. The second week was really good. And then kind of like the third and fourth week, I started to kind of feel like, oh my gosh, it was like the same thing every single class. So it became a little frustrating and a little bit like repetitive. I just wanted to say that. But anyway, my point is that after 1 month, I went from nobody into being the number 3 teacher out of like, there was over, I don't know, 100 teachers or something on this with this company. So I went from being 3 the first month of working. And then I decided to move to an island in Thailand. And when I got there, a couple of days before that, something fishy was going on. Like, they didn't have a lot of students coming back. They had all these teachers, and like, just the organization. It wasn't a scam. I don't think it was a scam company. They had legit students. They paid people and all that, but very amateur startup or very amateur company. But anyway, I got to the island. I missed one meeting. And I told them that I was moving, and it did kind of happen last minute, but that's just the way it is. I gave them 1 day advance to let them know that, hey, I'm going to be moving and I can't come to the meeting that night. And it was an online meeting anyway, and not much was going to happen. So my feeling is they were trying to find ways to get rid of teachers. So anyway, as I continued, as the new set of students came in, I had the first day, my light was not good. It was really dark in the room, and my connection was not so good. So the classes bombed. They did not do well. The next day, my little like team manager, whatever you want to call it, like said, I'm really disappointed in you. You're not doing a good job. I'm like, what? Like, I came to all of them except for that one. I'm participating. I'm doing my part. I'm putting my percent into it. But anyway, that's the way things go sometimes in life. Not everything is meant to happen and be easy. Some people are not going to treat you with the most respect, and some people are out to get you. So you got to be aware of that when you're teaching and working online. You don't know these people exactly, okay? You don't know me. But anyway, so what happened was, after that class bombed, I got the message from the team manager. All of a sudden, he said, okay, the director is going to contact you. And I tried to not fight or argue, but I tried to defend myself to the team manager, but it wasn't happening. So he's under someone else, and he's just trying to be the messenger, like, hey, I tried to help you. It didn't work out. So now someone else is going to contact you. So anyway, the next day, the same person who hired me told me that I'm no longer with the company, and I was irresponsible. I was apparently like checking my phone in the middle of class, which you have to do if you have an issue, like a tech issue, because the software wasn't working the same time that I had the problem with the class. And you have to send a message because it was on a laptop. So you could use your phone and send a message to the tech support team. And I was answering messages anyway. It wasn't meant to be. So they fired me. And I'm like, okay. And it's all good because it led me closer and closer and closer to being right here, making this video for you guys. And I share this story with you guys because it doesn't matter where you get fired or who you get fired by. If you got fired, that's probably an indication that that is not for you and you're not a type of person to settle. I'm not a person to settle with relationships as well. And I'm always trying to look for something better, always trying to improve myself. Just like these videos. I hope you guys can feel this energy I'm coming at with you. So, anyway, this video is not so much how to help you on Palfish, but something to open up your eyes that, hey, I got fired from this job, and then about a couple weeks later was the first time I decided to go 100% online with Palfish. And then in 1 year, it's been 1 year now since I put my head down and I focused and I really paid attention to the students. I really listened to them. And now just have to keep growing and learning. So if you guys have any questions about Palfish, let me know. I just want you, the message of this video is mostly just like, be careful with online teaching companies because you don't know who they are. You have to use your intuition, and you might get fired from some jobs. You might quit some applications, but Palfish is something that you're not going to get fired from. It's not something where people are trying to like control you all the time, which I think is similar to the VIP kid management, because they have a lot of employees, lots and lots of teachers. So they have a template, a model. So the opposite is with Palfish. It's very small, 30 people. It's personal, very friendly. It's a team, it's a family. So guys, again, if you have any questions, let me know. Subscribe to this channel. I love you guys. Thank you so much for making this dream come true. Now go out and make your dream come true. Talk to you soon. Adios.